Hi, and welcome to today's webinar about fueling sales during the summer with the World Cup and America 250, working with retail strategies with our partner Coca-Cola. I'm Michael Lockyer, the Vice President of Brand Development here at IGA, and with me today is Brad Morris from the Coca-Cola Company. Welcome, Brad.
Good morning, Michael.
So we're here today to talk about summer. I know, having worked at Coca-Cola myself, summer is a critical time for beverages, and this year provides two unique opportunities that don't come around often. In fact, one of them only comes around once in a lifetime. So let's talk a little bit about America 250 and FIFA World Cup. And let's start by talking about America 250. Brad, what's Coca-Cola got going on to help IGA increase sales with shoppers this summer?
Well, there is so much going on. We've always identified a certain amount of summer with Coca-Cola. It's the drink of the heat, as it were. But this year is really exciting because there's so much. America 250, as everyone is aware, is the celebration of the 200th and 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And Coca-Cola is partnering with IGA and with the United States government to sponsor events all around the country. Everything from local events to the repainting of iconic Coca-Cola murals around the country, but also trying to build a lot of excitement in member outlets.
Awesome. So that's a key piece to talk about, Brad, in terms of, we'll get into FIFA a little bit later on, but these events happening in summer, key beverage selling time, important to increase consumer excitement. These are social gathering events. We've got Memorial Day coming up, which sort of is the unofficial kickoff to summer. Beverage demand and snacking is at an all-time high. And really, as we think about America 250 in particular, it's a community engagement event. So let's talk about some of the specifics Coke's doing to help celebrate America.
Yeah, when people think of the Coca-Cola Company, they think about our marketing, whether you're going back to the 1970s and it's the hilltop wanting to buy the world of Coke, or whether it's Star Wars or Marvel or whatever it happens to be. This year, we're trying to build excitement and collectability into many of our packages. And so for America 250, we have these cans that we've produced, mini cans that we've produced with basically labels that have all of the 50 states on them. And so when you look at the packages, and so here's a package of a 10-pack of mini cans, you can see that it has listed on it all the 50 states. And so across the summertime, if you're buying Coca-Cola Original Taste or Diet Coke or Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, you'll have an opportunity to collect all 50 cans. In addition to that, on some of our other packages, we have scan to win offers for the shoppers. So when they buy the packages, they can scan and enter for a chance to win airline tickets, cruise tickets, event tickets, find out what's going on in their local areas as it relates to America 250. So we're doing everything that we can to involve both the shopping experience and the shopper themselves into the America 250 celebration.
And I think from what you shared earlier, we know consumers agree that America 250, regardless of political affiliation or engagement, really is a monumental opportunity to celebrate the occasion and really celebrate the summer.
It is, and it's something that resonates with all Americans, regardless of party, regardless of affiliation, regardless of background. It's something that we all hold as something that belongs to us.
And hopefully that this is an opportunity to come together as a nation, sip a nice cold Coca-Cola, maybe share that occasion with friends. And for our independent retailers, it's an opportunity to build displays and drive shoppers into the stores.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. So going back to the packaging you talked about, Brad, for the mini cans, I assume those are not just a specific state. You can get any state within any local city. And when is that packaging expected to hit the market?
The packaging is in the market right now, and so it's already started. And basically, we are producing the cans throughout the summer from now through August, so that people will have a lot of opportunity to purchase the cans, to find their state if they want to, or to collect all 50 states if that's their wish. But regardless of their brand, they'll have that opportunity throughout these summer months.
And I think it's no secret, though, that it's not just about collectible cans. There's some patriotic promotional packaging as well. Say that 5 times real fast.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah, yeah. We've tied the patriot, we've tied the flag into all of the packaging, and so it will not only resonate with the shoppers once they open the package and find the cans, but the package itself also celebrates America 250.
And then there's a sweepstakes element as well.
Correct. Yeah. So I mentioned the sweepstakes, so the shoppers can scan to win, and in doing so, they get the opportunity to win trips to the nation's capital, airline tickets, cruise tickets on Carnival Cruise Line, as well as a variety of Coke themed products.
Great. So Americans and promotional prize package.
Americans, exactly. These are Americans.
That's awesome. So let's shift. I noticed that you're wearing a patriotic jersey of some sort. Let's talk about
Exactly,
FIFA.
exactly. So, in addition, as if America 250 wasn't enough, for the first time in decades, World Cup, FIFA World Cup is coming to the United States. There are going to be 104 different matches in the three different countries. 78 of those matches will be here in the United States. That's like 78 Super Bowls taking place in 1 month. And so it's going to generate a huge amount of excitement. It's also a great opportunity for stores because soccer itself skews so much younger than most other sports, and it is growing by leaps and bounds. When FIFA comes to a country, interest in soccer itself tends to double. And so this is a great opportunity to engage with those shoppers as well.
I think the excitement. This is the first time in what 30 plus years where the tournaments are happening here on our home turf. I was in Vancouver 2 weeks ago for vacation, and there was signage everywhere, and people were very excited about it. The IGAs that I went into there had multiple displays, tags on the cooler, um, big things on top of case packs, all celebrating FIFA, and the excitement was palpable. So I think,
Absolutely, absolutely. And in the case of Vancouver, it's one of the host cities. So there are going to be actual matches played there. So I imagine there's a lot of local excitement, just as there is across the border in Seattle and in all the other cities.
yeah, and my hometown of Atlanta too. So let's
Yeah,
talk.
just a few matches in Atlanta. I believe the semifinals are taking place in Atlanta, so that'll be incredibly exciting.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what Coca-Cola and Powerade are doing to establish a strong presence to engage consumers across the retail landscape.
Yeah, so from a Powerade perspective, this is a huge opportunity for them. Powerade is a core product globally as it relates to FIFA, and they're going to be all over the media throughout this entire period. There's also going to be some limited time packages celebrating FIFA and World Cup that will be out at that same time, and so we're expecting a lot to go on from there. As it relates to the Coca-Cola brand, again, we're celebrating with packaging, but with a twist. One of the things that we're doing this year, people may not be aware of it if they're not really familiar with World Cup, but there is a global phenomenon called Panini, where these are collectible cards. And so this is a book for FIFA World Cup, where basically shoppers can collect these football player cards and enter them in their book. Well, it just so happens there are going to be 12 different cards or stickers that are only available through the Coca-Cola company. And the way you receive them is on the packages of Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, and Coca-Cola Zero packages, where the package itself opens up and inside is the Panini sticker. And so for people who are collecting these, the only way they can get them are on 20-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola.
That's great. But we were not calling those Americans or America bottles. It's
No,
paninis.
absolutely not. And so this is something that we're actually doing globally.
So panini packaging.
Panini packaging. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a very, very big deal.
Yeah.
And so
And
there are shoppers out there that are hunting for them right now as we speak.
and for Powerade, the
Hmm.
FIFA marks are going to go across all different packages, the 28 ounce, the 20-ounce singles and multi-packs, as well as the 12 ounce.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll be promoting FIFA on all the packaging throughout the summer.
And then I also understand there are some limited time offerings for specific to FIFA with different flavors and unique packaging.
Yeah, yeah. So we made this year kind of the year of cherry, and as people are familiar, our limited time offering on the Coke brand this year is a cherry float, and so all of that is going to be tied into our displays for FIFA as well. And so I'm sure your bottlers have already been in touch with you and talked with you about how they can share some of these displays in their lobbies. In addition to the partnership with FIFA and um, Coca-Cola and Powerade, we're also involving Core Power. So Core Power has been a very fast-growing brand for us in the space of sports nutrition and sports recovery. It's also very high protein, and as we're all aware, everything we read about the GLP-1s, protein is incredibly hot right now. And so we just had a new plant come online in New York, and we're producing vast amounts of core power for the first time in years. And so we'll be involving core power in these celebrations as well.
That's great. So we've got for FIFA digital campaigns, social media engagement, influencer partnerships, out of home advertising, and obviously in store merchandising. I think the key here is that winning retailers don't just stock the products, though; they create experiences that shoppers care about and that shoppers will remember. Can you talk about
Exactly.
some of the
It's a great
tools?
opportunity for the shopper to involve themselves in the displays because everything is so fun, because it basically encourages us to spend time together. We spend so much time with our technology these days that there's a backlash. And so this is an opportunity for people to come together, whether they're watching a game or spending a day out in the park having a picnic. It's a chance to reinvigorate those connections that we have with one another.
So beyond the tools that are available nationally from the Coca-Cola company, IGA, with the IGA partnership, Coca-Cola is making a significant investment exclusively for IGA. Can you talk a little bit about the offers that are coming for both America 250 and the FIFA program as part of our national digital app?
Yeah, as a part of our partnership with IGA, we invest heavily in the national digital ad platform. And so, starting basically in June, we're going to be tying into America 250. So, we're going to be promoting, we've actually already started. So, we just are finishing up a promotion on the Coke 20 ounce, which includes the packages that have the Panini stickers on them. We're also going to be promoting BodyArmor, which is a partner for America 250. And then the Coke mini cans, the Americans, will be on sale in June as well. And then moving into July, we're really going to be focusing on the final weeks of FIFA. And so we're going to have promotions not only on Coke products, so we're going to be promoting both the 12 packs and the 24 packs, but we also have 4 weeks of activity around Powerade, so both the 28 ounce for 2 weeks and the 8 pack 20 ounce, but also 4 weeks of activity for Core Power, the 26-gram protein 14-ounce bottles. This will be the first time that we've promoted Core Power in an IGA store since the Olympics in 2024. And so where normally we have one offer going every 2 weeks, we're going to have three concurrent offers all throughout July, all tied into FIFA.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity for our retailers to engage with the national digital ad, make sure you're taking those shelf signs that we send into the stores and putting them on those big displays that we want to build for both America 250 and the FIFA program. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And to add to that excitement, to excite both the stores as well as our bottling partners, we've decided to do something else that we haven't done in quite some time, and that is to sponsor a display contest. And so throughout the summer, basically starting from now until August, we are encouraging stores to build displays of the products, whether they're tying into America 250 or whether they're tying into FIFA. It doesn't matter as long as they're using the appropriate products. But we're offering stores a chance to submit their displays for a chance to win $5,000, and for the bottling representatives for the store to win $500 for themselves as well. And so we're really looking forward to kind of taking all these pieces, both the social, the digital, the promotional, the events, all of the marketing that's coming together, and then tying it all together with a display contest for the member outlets.
and displays in general, beyond just the shelf, are great to help capture attention, inspire discovery, and encourage that impulse purchase behavior, which we know, especially this time of year, reminding people about these great social occasions, reminding people about these opportunities to celebrate together are critically important. So the fact that we're investing in helping our retailers build the biggest and best displays that we've seen is a great opportunity.
Absolutely. Nothing drives sales within beverages more than a display, even more so than promotion. A lot of times people just need to be reminded that, oh, yeah, I haven't bought some Coke in a while, and we have an event coming up. And so it's time to get it out there. And so it's a great opportunity to fill that basket with one or two more items. In addition to the work that we're doing around the national digital ad in June and July, we're also going to be promoting all of our immediate consumption beverages in August as well. So this runs all the way from Memorial Day through Labor Day. And we're not going to take our foot off the pedal.
And it's a great opportunity to increase sales, drive community engagement, and with the display contest, motivate the team to build bigger and better displays so that we do have that brand visibility and we can capture those impulse purchases as well as those planned and unplanned purchases for the social events this summer.
Absolutely. Celebrate the time, celebrate America 250, celebrate FIFA, and have fun. And so this is the kind of opportunity that presents its own fun moment. And so enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Enjoy a Coke. That sounds great. So,
Exactly.
Brad, as we close, would love to get your expertise to help our retailers. What are some key best practices for building displays?
To build the displays, what you really want to do is tie in closely with your bottler. And so they have been sent a plethora of different kinds of merchandising materials, basically designed to meet the needs of any store situation, whether there's room for a small display or whether there's room for a huge display. They should be able to partner with you. And if they can't, give me a call and I'll be happy to help make those connections. But it's a great opportunity not just to promote our beverages, but to promote all the ingredients throughout your store that make a celebration. And let Coca-Cola be one of those drivers to build some excitement within all of that.
I think building displays in high traffic areas, using both the materials from Coca-Cola and maybe stuff from the stores themselves to create bold visual storytelling, and making sure that we're using the signage to reinforce the promotions, and ideally creating photo-worthy moments so that not only are you having great stuff to send into us for the display contest, but more importantly, to engage the shoppers in your stores and make the shopping experience more fun, as Brad said.
Exactly. And the POS we've created, as you all know, we do marketing really, really well. And so we want to create point of sale materials that are not only impactful in store, but it's something that resonates with the shopper, and we call it stealable, meaning it's the kind of thing they want to take home with them. And so we're hoping that these displays kind of help us build those relationships with your shoppers and help you build those relationships with your shoppers that last not just through this summer period, but for years and years to come.
Yeah, and I think the key with all of this is that between the national digital ad, between the display contest, the other marketing that Coke is doing with IGA, these strategies, whether you're a one-store operator or have multiple stores, large store, small store, these strategies don't require massive marketing budgets on your end. Right? We're bringing you the tools, we're bringing you the opportunities that you need to be successful. What it requires from you as retailers is intentional execution and great collaboration with your bottlers. And if you can do those two things, these are huge selling opportunities for the summer of 2026.
Absolutely. The huge investments have already been made. It's a shame if they're wasted. And so use this opportunity to build the relationships and build the baskets and build the trips with your shoppers.
Yeah, and summing it up, big events create big selling opportunities. So go out there and create those opportunities together with your bottlers. We'll send along the contest rules and details. You have, as Brad said, the resource of the Coca-Cola system with you. And if the bottlers locally need help, they can contact me, they can contact Brad. And this is something that requires immediate planning and execution. If you're not already talking to your bottler about these opportunities, now is the time to do it, because this summer is more than just a selling season. It's a chance to turn your store into a shopper destination so they can take advantage of the celebration of America and the celebration of FIFA.
Absolutely. We're already talking about record temperatures across the United States, and nothing will assuage that more than an ice cold can of Coca-Cola. So please get with your local bottler and see what you can do to quench the thirst of your shopper.
Great. Well, thanks, Brad, for your time today. Thank you, as always, to you and the Coca-Cola Company for your partnership with IGA and always bringing us unique opportunities to help our retailers sell more, which is what the summer's all about. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. As always, it's my privilege.